Evidence shows Iran shot down the Ukrainian jetliner. R. Kelly's girlfriend arrested for domestic battery. And Governor Larry Hogan has a corruption problem. Today on the Diamond K Show. Welcome back. Episode 386 of the Diamond K Show, live from the RFN television studios here in Baltimore, Maryland. My name is Diamond K. Thank you for joining me. U.S., Canadian, and British officials have declared that Iran shot down a civilian Ukrainian jetliner that crashed near Tehran earlier this week. On Tuesday, 176 people, all killed, mostly college students, aboard this airline. And the crash came the same night that Iran launched a missile attack against U.S. forces in Iraq. Now, in the hours following the attack that Iran did, reports indicate that Iran mistook the airliner for a threat and shot it down. This is what happens when people are responding emotionally to serious events. People get hurt, collateral damage. Now, even though Washington and Tehran have stepped back from the brink of a possible war, it's not clear how the U.S. or the allies are going to react. We don't know what's going to happen now. The region is still on edge after the Iranian general and Iran's retaliatory missile strike. U.S. troops are on high alert. This is still a very pressure-filled situation. The New York Times posted a video, and others have other images of a fast-moving object rising before the fiery explosion. Now, an object seemingly on fire then continues in a different direction. The fact that 176, mostly college students, becoming collateral damage is a grim reality of these heightened tensions. We're going to follow this closely because this story, I'm afraid, is far from over. You listen to the Diamond K Show on Radio on Fire. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the Diamond K Show here on Radio on Fire. R. Kelly's girlfriend, Joycelyn Savage, was arrested for domestic battery. So this has just been an ongoing saga with these girls. Now, a video of R. Kelly's girlfriends, Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage, getting into a fight on IG went viral yesterday. Chicago police were called to R. Kelly's Trump Tower condo in Chicago, right? Where Azriel told officers that Joycelyn attacked her on two separate occasions while she was trying to move from the disgraced singer's place. Joycelyn fled the scene before the officers arrived. She later turned herself in. Unfortunately for her, she was charged with one misdemeanor count of domestic battery and is facing up to 1 year in jail. So she misses her boyfriend, so she wants to go to jail because he's in jail. Maybe it's like Romeo and Juliet, something like that. Anyway, Azriel told officers that Joycelyn had sex with her when she was underage. Funny how things change when the money runs out. Both ladies were riding high for R. Kelly. You remember that? You remember the interview and that whole debacle? A few short months ago, the girls were good. Now they're turning on each other. If I remember correctly, they were holding hands coming out of court for R. Kelly last year. Now they're taking shots at one another on social media. Well, at least from Azriel's vantage point. She alluded to more information coming out when she tweeted, Joycelyn is sadly in jail for assault. I thank everyone for sending me lots of love and prayers. You all will know everything sooner than later. I thought we already knew everything. We've seen Surviving R. Kelly 1. Some people, but most people did not. Surviving R. Kelly 2 flopped. But we know the story. We know this story. We know what's going on. It's just watching this train wreck unravel. She also said this on Twitter: "Today is a good day to go to jail. I know where the skeletons are buried. You want to play chess? Let's play for the entire world to see." I smell a book coming from one or both of these girls. I don't even know how to describe this. I know the parents will be happy to get their kids back. You listen to the Don McKay Show on Radio on Fire. We'll be back after this quick break. And we are back. Radio on Fire. Yours truly, Don McKay. Of course, I'm on social media: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Don McKay Show, at Radio on Fire. Also LinkedIn, at The Don McKay Show, at Radio on Fire. So over the last few years, I have watched many people in Baltimore voice support for and defend the actions of Maryland's Governor Larry Hogan. The Republican governor, who is always quick to throw Baltimore politicians under the bus for corruption allegations, is now facing his own. Now, Larry Hogan rubbed me the wrong way for the whole debacle with the red line. I'm not even going to go into that. But it's seemingly connected. Now, according to a very extensive investigative report by Washington Monthly's Eric Cortellessa, the 63-year-old Governor Larry Hogan has made a habit of directing MDOT, that is Maryland Department of Transportation, money towards areas where his real estate business is heavily invested. He's throwing money to MDOT so he can help his businesses. That is corruption. That is corrupt. If a Baltimore politician did that, he would be quick to throw them under the bus. But as we have come to see, when it comes to legal corruption, and that is unethical acts without actual criminality, Maryland, not just Baltimore, but Maryland is very corrupt. And this is very disturbing. This is not anything new, but it's really coming to light. But I just don't want it to be the Baltimore politicians, the black Baltimore politicians, that are being exposed when others are doing crimes as well. Now, what is most disturbing about this type of corruption is that while Governor Hogan was throwing Stephanie Rawlins under the bus for the way she handled the Baltimore uprising, among other things, during her term, he also dissed loudly Catherine Pugh for her Healthy Holly book scandal. But Sheila Dixon, he's kind of smirked at her, different things, and other people as well. But here he goes, Governor Hogan, with his own ethics challenges. Now, all of the people that I see supporting Larry Hogan, I wonder if they are even going to speak on this. Probably not. Because when it comes to Larry Hogan, they think that this guy can do no wrong, right? They think this guy can do no wrong. Now, as of now, Hogan has brushed off these allegations. While he has fashioned himself as a never Trumper, Hogan may have more in common with President Trump than his reputation suggests. What do I mean? Now, take a look at this. Trump encourages those with important federal government business to stay at his hotels, resorts, casinos, whatever they are, right? And Hogan has approved millions of dollars in roads, sidewalks, transportation improvements, all near properties that he owns, so it can raise the value of those properties. There's a conflict of interest here, to say the least. Now, while it may not be criminal, as I said, it is not ethical. Now, Governor Hogan recently announced that he plans to push anti-corruption legislation in Annapolis. Oh, that's very interesting. I wonder if any of these laws are going to be on his side. Of course, you're listening to the Diamond K Show. I will be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. You can check us out on Radio on Fire. But I do need to say this. I do have a big announcement to make, and I have been hinting it for a little while now. So as many of you know, I currently reside in Baltimore, but I have lived in Atlanta for many years. Very soon, Radio on Fire will be closing our Baltimore studio headquarters and opening an even larger broadcast facility in Atlanta, Georgia. Sadly, many of the Radio on Fire programs that you have come to love will move on to other stations. But I have truly enjoyed producing the over 40 Baltimore-based radio shows that have come through Radio on Fire since we launched. Baltimore will always be special to me. Some of you may wonder, after all these years in Baltimore, why am I moving the headquarters to Atlanta? And it's very simple. It's about opportunity, expansion, and growth. Radio on Fire is steadily growing. Currently, we're over 9 million views. But in order to take this media company to the next level, we need to be in a bigger market, like New York, LA, or Atlanta. And I choose Atlanta now. So Baltimore, as we prepare for the grand opening of the new Radio on Fire broadcast facility in Atlanta, Georgia, this is not goodbye, but see you later. For the latest news, views, and entertainment, head on over to radioonfire.com. This is Diamond K Show. We are Radio on Fire, the voice of urban America. And to support what we do here, visit radioonfire.com/join. Become a member, make a one-time donation, or join the VIP. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I need a pretty girl. Give me a pretty girl. I need a pretty girl. Give me a pretty girl. I need a pretty girl. Give me a pretty girl. I need a pretty girl. Give me a pretty girl. Came in this game with fame. Neighborhood knew my name. Pretty girls knew my name. Still the same, nothing changed. See how she poke it out. Rough sex, choke it out. Tongue go in and out. 420, smoke it out. Time flies, move fast. 220 on the dash. Keep sweat, make it last. Keep sweat, make it last.